What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. I'm your host, Trevor. As usual, hit the like, hit the subscribe, come on in. Today is usually a Warrior Wednesday. Today, we are talking 49er football because, as you all know, football is in full swing. Niners get away with another win in week 2, and it wasn't just getting away with it. They had a pretty fantastic game. I thought the defense showed up and showed out. They looked great. I thought that maybe the secondary could be coming along a little bit better. I still think they're getting burnt from time to time, but overall, I think the defense is looking good. The defensive line is looking good, and that's what's keeping them in the games or helping. I wouldn't say keep them in the games. That's not fair. What I would say is that the Niners defense is a strong point of the team, I believe, if you could even pick one. The offense is doing really well too. With Brock Purdy out, Mac Jones came in, and pretty much it was the most seamless transition for a game or two that you're going to get from a backup quarterback. Mac Jones was basically on fire. He threw almost for 300 yards, guys. He was 26 of 39 for 279 yards with 3 touchdowns. You can't ask for much more than that from your backup quarterback. Christian McCaffrey, 13 yards on the ground, 13 carries with 55 yards. And he also had a few receptions, 6 receptions for 52 yards. One ended up being a touchdown. So Christian McCaffrey showing up when we don't have Kittle and we don't have Purdy out there. Purdy might make a comeback this Sunday with any luck. They say that he's doing really, really well in his recovery process. Turf toe is not anything to scoff at. It's a very painful injury, and it can last a long, long time. For some people, it lasts forever. So him coming back on Sunday would be a really, really good sign. But in the meantime, Mac Jones played really, really well. I also like to see Jauan Jennings out there making plays. He had 5 receptions, 89 yards, and a touchdown. He did well. Kendrick Bourne coming in and putting on a Niner uniform. Game 1, 3 receptions, 32 yards. We had people just all over the field making plays. The whole team was getting involved. Luke Farrell, which is tight end by committee at this point, had 2 receptions for 15 yards, but one of them was a touchdown. So the Niners on offense are looking good. And just think about this, guys. When the Niners get fully recovered, and they will before the end of the season, their offense is going to look pretty dangerous. Now let's think about this. You'll have George Kittle back, and you'll have Brock Purdy back, hopefully. You'll have Brandon Ayuk back. You'll have Jauan Jennings. Ricky Pearsall is just coming along nicely every game. He seems to be taking another step. Pearsall is looking really, really good. When all 3 of those wide receivers are out there, with Kittle, with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, running the ball, with Brock Purdy helming the quarterback position, the offense is going to look really, really dynamic. They're going to look good. And as long as Brandon Ayuk comes back and becomes the wide receiver he was prior to the contract and all the crap that came after that, because let's just be honest, guys, once he signed that contract and he got on the field, before he was injured, he wasn't doing much. He wasn't doing much at all. And so we can't have that BA. We need the BA from before. And if he shows up, those are 3 wide receivers that are going to be very, very dynamic. All the talent in the world. I always said I thought Jauan Jennings was a number 1. I don't know if that's fair. He is a very, very good number 2, but not quite good enough to be a number 1 wide receiver. But he is definitely holding down the offense while Brandon Ayuk is out. There is no doubt about that. So there you go. Kyle Juszczyk got hurt halfway through the game or so. I'm not sure what the extent of those injuries are, if he'll be back for next game. I have a feeling that he should be, but let's see. I believe it was a concussion. So if he can break concussion protocol and get back on the field by Sunday, he will. I think it's a good possibility. Guys, Brian Robinson, 6 carries, 20 yards. I mean, the connection between Christian McCaffrey and Robinson, that duo together is going to be pretty good. I think they already are. I think they'll just continue to grow. This Niner team is a team that the NFL is sleeping on, guys. And right now there's good reason because there's people that are hurt. But if you take a look at the Niners schedule and you take a look at the Niners possibility of health on the back end of this schedule going into playoffs, this Niner team could peak at the right time, and this Niner team could do some damage in the playoffs. They really can. I wasn't sure until I saw the defense. I'm happy with the defense. I'm really, really happy with where the defense is right now. Thank God Saleh's back. Robert Saleh seems to get the most out of young players, and he has the respect of all the veterans. So this defense is going to continue to hum. It's going to continue to advance and get better. And I think what you're going to see is a very, very strong 49er team come playoff time this year. I'm excited about it so far. Of course, we can't predict injuries, and this team seems to be injury prone just about every year. But if they can manage to get healthy by week 10, 11, 12, and get everybody on the field and connecting by playoff time, this Niner team is going to be one of the best teams in the league right now. I think Kansas City has taken a step back. I don't think they're as good as they were in the past. I think this year is a great year to see the Niners take a step forward and actually get that Super Bowl, dare I say. It just depends on the health of the players, guys. But this team has the momentum. They have momentum now. They will have momentum going into the playoffs if all those players are healthy. And remember, I think one of the key things is Ricky Pearsall here, guys. Ricky Pearsall is coming along really, really nicely. Better than I expected. He's staying healthy. He is making an impact every single game. And while he's getting better and better on the field, Brandon Ayuk is getting healthy. And when Brandon Ayuk comes back, and you have Ayuk, Jennings, and Pearsall out there with a combination of Kittle and Christian McCaffrey, those are amazing weapons to have on your team, guys. And I think Brock Purdy and this Niner team are going places if that happens. I wasn't sure about the defense, but now I'm really, really pleasantly surprised with how well the defense came along. I'm worried about the offensive line. Okay, now that we're getting to the trenches here a little bit, I'm worried about the offensive line. I don't think they're very good. I think it shows with the blocking that's going on, not only for the quarterback, but for the running backs. Christian McCaffrey's not getting a whole lot of space to run the ball. The quarterback's not getting an amazing amount of time to throw the ball, and that was against New Orleans. So it does bother me if they have to go up against a team like the Eagles to see what that might look like. How much time will Brock Purdy actually have to throw the ball? I think the Niners, if I were to guess, would be looking for some help on the O-line before this year is done. It wouldn't surprise me at all because that is clearly the weak part of this team. Luckily, Brock Purdy can scramble, but when you have turf toe, it's really hard to scramble, and he's going to be doing that, guys. He's going to be doing that this year until they find an offensive lineman or two that can help protect this asset, guys, and he is an expensive asset. You don't want to lose Brock Purdy because here's the thing. You have Brandon Ayuk on a huge contract. Now you have Brock Purdy on a huge contract. If you have both of those guys injured, I mean, talk about the worst luck you could possibly have. It's just not going to work out great for the Niners if they don't start protecting these guys. But I do think they'll be back. I think they will be healthy this year. And let's talk a little bit about the defense a little bit more as far as the secondary goes. The secondary, I thought, looked pretty good. Jair Brown is looking pretty good in the secondary. Are they getting beat on occasion right now? Yeah. They're not amazing, but they're looking better and better all the time. I'm hoping to see more. I'm hoping to see more next game. A little bit of a step forward next game. I'm on the fence, guys, actually. I mean, I thought they did okay with New Orleans. I thought they looked pretty good, but I do think that they got beat at times too. So it's hard to see which way these corners are going to go, but I do like the defense as a whole. I think the defense overall is looking really, really good. So I'm not overly concerned about it at the moment, but if they start getting burnt for touchdowns against teams that really matter, like the Eagles, like the Cowboys, like the Bills, the Rams. The Rams are a team that you don't want to sleep on either. They're no joke. They're out to play this year, guys. So they're gonna have to step up and take another move it to another level, basically. Take it to another level. Because if they don't take it to another level, then that record's gonna go the wrong way. That's for sure. But what do we got up next week? Next week we got the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are kind of rolling a little bit, but they've faced some injuries of their own. I think the Niners have a very good chance of beating the Cardinals at home. Season opener this Sunday in San Francisco. Santa Clara, actually. I shouldn't be saying San Francisco. I hate to even say that. Because why there's a stadium in Santa Clara, I still don't understand. It's the worst idea ever, honestly. But here's where we are. Home game, Santa Clara against the Cardinals. And I think the Niners at home have that advantage, especially if Brock Purdy's playing. But if Mac Jones is playing, I'm not feeling too bad about it. He made some mistakes, there's no doubt. But overall, as a backup, I felt good about it. I do want to get Brock Purdy back here ASAP, though. That is for sure. So, guys, hey, that's the breakdown for the 49ers so far. We're 2 games in. We're 2-0. I think we're going for 3-0 coming up next week. I think the Niners have a very promising year ahead of them, considering they're winning with the personnel they have now. They're missing some key players, and when those key players come back, I think at full strength, the Niners are a very, very dangerous team for anybody, and I think their schedule is very advantageous for them to get healthy and go on a run at the right time. And, guys, the Super Bowl is in San Francisco this year, so who knows what they might do, what trade they might pull off to try and get this team into the Super Bowl this year. We'll see about it. Obviously, they're not a Super Bowl contending team right now. It doesn't look like that at the moment. But again, you get Brock Purdy back, you get BA back, and he's playing the way he needs to play. You keep Brock Purdy healthy. I said Brock Purdy. I meant George Kittle, Brock Purdy, and BA. But and you got Christian McCaffrey, who is looking strong. He doesn't look like he's missed a step at all, guys. And that's exactly what we were talking about in the offseason. Is Christian McCaffrey going to be the old Christian McCaffrey? Well, I think he's answered that with his speed, his strength, his health right now. The only question is can the offensive line open up a hole big enough for Christian McCaffrey to run through? And so far that answer is sometimes, not always. So we'll have more to come on that, because I really don't think you can put together a good run game if your offensive line continues to collapse. I think they're going to address that. I hope they address that. If they don't address that, it'll be a little tougher this year for sure. But in the meantime, guys, hey, thank you for watching. Let's keep watching these Niners win. After Sunday, we'll have another follow-up. It'll either be Monday or Wednesday, depending on my schedule. But you know I'm trying to get at least one podcast out a week, maybe 2 or 3 if I'm lucky enough to do that. Matter of fact, next week I'm definitely going to get 3 podcasts out, because I will be on vacation in Florida and have the time to go ahead and do 2 or 3 podcasts from Florida. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, guys, hey, just remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. I'll keep working for you. You keep watching, and I'll see you in the next one.